Live text access, training for real-time intralingual subtitlers. This is Unit 3, IT Competence. We will be dealing with Element 1, Input Tools. In this presentation, we will talk about house styles. The materials for this presentation have been created by Subt Access, an accessibility service provider from Italy. My name is Enrico Pigliacampo and I work for Subt Access. I am an Italian guy with short hair, a beard, and I don't wear glasses. I will be displayed in a box at the top right corner of each slide. The learning outcome for this presentation is for students to be able to implement strategies to rapidly produce texts, macros, house styles, shortcuts during a real-time job by means of using respeaking software and velotyping or typing software. In this presentation, we will see what are house styles and how we can work with them. What are house styles? The Oxford Learner's Dictionary Online defines house styles as the way a company, such as a publisher, prefers its written materials to be expressed and arranged. The definition given by the Cambridge Dictionary Online is a set of rules about what spellings and style of writing must be used when producing documents for a particular company. Companies and clients usually give professionals a set of rules on how they want the text to appear. For example, house styles may include rules on the use of colors for different speakers or on how to write abbreviations and acronyms, how to use punctuation, and so on. This set of rules is called house styles. In the next two slides, we will see how house styles can change subtitles' appearance. The first example shows subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing on Italian television. There are three conventions that can be observed which will also appear in the next slide, thus making it possible to draw comparisons between different house styles. In the first subtitle, you can see that subtitles for sounds are written in blue on a yellow background and they begin with a capital letter. Yellow subtitles on a black background are used for less important characters. And finally, there is a blank space before a question mark and before an exclamation mark. Now let us have a look at how the same elements appear on German television. Subtitles for sounds are written in white on a black background. The first letter is a lowercase letter and there is an asterisk at the beginning and one at the end of the subtitle. Yellow subtitles on a black background are used for the main character, while on Italian television this indicates minor characters, and there is no blank space before quotation marks or exclamation marks. We can also see that there is a list of the characters with their colors, which is not usually present in Italian subtitles. Working with house styles. When you begin to work for a company or a new client, it is important that you study their house styles. You have to understand how to implement them and spot anything that you may not understand. Don't hesitate to ask questions if something is unclear. Adapt the software you use according to the house styles by creating macros and adapting shortcuts whenever possible. Use the options available in your editing software to easily implement house styles when creating subtitles. Macros, shortcuts, and editing software are the topics of other video lectures in this unit. Compare also your house styles with your client's needs and adapt them accordingly. Summary. To sum up, it's important to prepare the tools you use in compliance with house styles to work faster when you are respeaking or velotyping. Exercises. Read the BBC subtitling guidelines that you can find online and identify what you can implement in your software and use macros and shortcuts to implement them.
LTA Live Text Access, Universitat Autónoma de Barcelona, SDI, Internationale Hochschule, Scuola Superiore per Mediatori Linguistici, ZDF Digital, European Federation of Hard of Hearing People FHO, Velotype, Subti Access, European Certification and Qualification Association ECQA. Co-funded by the Erasmus Plus program of the European Union. Erasmus Plus project 2018-1-DE01-KA203-004218. The information and views set on this presentation are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official opinion of the European Union. Neither the European Union institutions and bodies, nor any person acting on their behalf, may be held responsible for the use which may be made of the information contained here.